Hey, I'm Harrison Tingal. I'm the Arts Entertainment Editor at the Daily Californian, and with me I've got...
Anagha Kamaragri, and I'm a film beat reporter in the arts department.
Jackson Kim Murphy, I am the other film beat reporter.
We're going to talk some Oscar predictions today. Why don't we just jump right in with Best Adapted Screenplay. Nominated are Call Me By Your Name, The Disaster Artist, Logan, Molly's Game, and Mudbound. Thoughts?
I think Call Me By Your Name just kind of has it locked up at this point. James Ivory is a very old man now, and people want to reward him for his career.
But I do think that, it's cool that, Disaster Artist and Logan especially, getting recognized.
I'm super stoked to see Logan get some love. And it's such an emotional kind of send-off for such a, well-loved character. I can't not cry when I watch Daphne Keane as X-23 portray the character in the last, in the climax of the movie. How about Best Original Screenplay?
A Mess. The nominees are The Big Sick,
Get Out, Lady Bird, Shape of Water, and Three Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri.
This, I think, right now is very much a race between Greta Gerwig for Lady Bird and Jordan Peele for Get Out.
Yeah, I can see Three Billboards putting up a fight.
Yeah, in terms of the strength of the screenplay itself and the literal originality of screenplay, I feel like this is Get Out's to lose.
Next up, we've got Best Supporting Actor. This one's such a mess. We've got Willem Dafoe from The Florida Project, Woody Harrelson from Three Billboards, Richard Jenkins from Shape of Water, Christopher Plummer from All the Money in the World, and Sam Rockwell, also from Three Billboards. Okay, Michael Stuhlbarg, snubbed. Honestly, if you're gonna nominate two actors from the same movie, make it Call Me By Your Name, not Three Billboards. I mean, Armie Hammer's so central to how affecting Call Me By Your Name is, and then Michael Stuhlbarg just delivers the most emotional monologue.
Rockwell's an actor I love, and I think he will win. However, that is a performance, I think, that encourages his worst tendencies as an actor.
I think out of all of these, I'd be down for Willem Dafoe to win.
I agree.
Yeah.
I think he's good in The Florida Project.
Yeah.
When in doubt, recognize the career actor.
Next up, we've got Best Supporting Actress. Mary J. Blige for Mudbound, Allison Janney for I, Tonya, Leslie Manville for Phantom Thread, Laurie Metcalf for Lady Bird, and Octavia Spencer for Shape of Water.
I'm partial to Laurie Metcalf just because I feel like her performance was obviously outside of Ronan's, the heart and soul of Lady Bird. It was the reason that I came out of the theater on the verge of tears. But I think this is Allison Janney's year.
Whereas in I, Tonya, Allison Janney's great in that, but I just kind of feel like it's the same, kind of a terrible, terrible person.
Metcalf will never get this performance again, Janney would. I love Metcalf and Lady Bird. Such good comic timing, while also being fierce and aggressive and just butting heads with Ronan in that movie. I also want to speak up for Manville, because Manville just has these eyes that can cut to the back of the auditorium, and she's so fun in Phantom Thread.
I guess moving right along to Best Actor, we got Timothée Chalamet for Call Me By Your Name, Daniel Day-Lewis for Phantom Thread, Diana Kaluuya for Get Out, Gary Oldman for Darkest Hour, and Denzel Washington for Roman J. Israel Esquire.
Gary Oldman, the likely winner, probably, I think
he's a lock.
He, I think, is easily the most boring performance of this five. It's just the classic makeup, a lot of blubbering. It's the exact kind of performance the Academy usually rewards.
I love Timothée Chalamet's performance this year. I think it's absolutely heart-wrenching, but I also think that, it's so great to see Daniel Kaluuya nominated for this.
Yes, it is the exact kind of performance the Academy almost never goes for.
For sure.
A lead in a horror movie is crazy.
The focus this year is going towards, the career Oscar for Gary Oldman and not this send-off for Daniel Day-Lewis.
Yeah.
Or even recognizing, the younger actors in the field.
Next up, Best Actress. We got Sally Hawkins for The Shape of Water, Frances McDormand for Three Billboards, Margot Robbie for I, Tonya, Saoirse Ronan for Lady Bird, and Meryl Streep for The Post. I don't know, pulling so hard here for Margot Robbie and Saoirse Ronan. I feel like Frances McDormand is kind of the favorite, to win.
I think she's a lock. If Three Billboards is going to win anything, I think that she's the most deserving nominee from that entire film.
And all these five nominees, I'd say, are the best parts of their respective films.
Yeah.
Best Actress is always just a slaughter.
Moving right along to Best Director, we've got Christopher Nolan for Dunkirk, Jordan Peele for Get Out, Greta Gerwig for Lady Bird, Paul Thomas Anderson for Phantom Thread, and Guillermo del Toro for Shape of Water. What an awesome batch of directors.
It's a very fun batch of personalities.
Whether or not Shape of Water is Del Toro's best film, I think that this is another way to recognize him for his career, which I think is interesting that Del Toro is getting the career Oscar before Christopher Nolan is getting his career Oscar.
Yeah. Del Toro seems like the lock at this point for this category. Gerwig, I think, is just absolute magic things with Lady Bird.
The storytelling that is involved in Lady Bird, just like the personal perspective that carries the film, like everything is just told through the single character. Everything is so real, so raw.
You can cry one minute
Right.
and then be laughing hysterically the next one. It's incredible what she does there.
Christopher Nolan for Dunkirk. I mean, in any other year, this would have been like, you know, the movie to beat. We've been itching to talk about Best Picture.
Yeah.
So let's talk about Best Picture.
Let's talk about Best Picture.
Well, we got Call Me By Your Name, Darkest Hour, Dunkirk, Get Out, Lady Bird, Phantom Thread, The Post, The Shape of Water, and Three Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri.
This pool has such an incredibly diverse range of like...
There's a lot of variety. I think there are 5 that won't win and 4 that could win. Phantom Thread is out, Darkest Hour is out, Call Me By Your Name is out, The Post is out, and Lady Bird, I think, is out. There are 4 that could win. Those are 3 Billboards, Dunkirk, Shape of Water, and Get Out. 3 Billboards has been showing won SAG, it's very strong with actors. At the same time, McDonagh's lack of a directing nomination does show weakness. Shape of Water is the frontrunner right now, but I think it is a weak frontrunner. I think there are 2 possible spoilers, and those are Get Out and Dunkirk. Editing is a big prognosticator of Best Picture. When La La Land lost editing last year to Hacksaw Ridge, 2 hours later, what do you know? So the 3 that are nominated there this year, along with I, Tonya and Baby Driver, are Shape of Water, 3 Billboards, and Dunkirk. If you have money on it, Shape of Water. But if you want to look cool, Dunkirk.
The award goes to La La Land.